Hello, I am live. Hello. So I'm getting ready for school. This is my first day of the in person school, and so I'm looking forward to it. But I'm going to miss all you guys online. So thank you for coming to this video. My name is Cindy, and if it's your first time coming to my channel, thank you for stopping by. And I am a virtual teacher as well as now I have a new brick and mortar job, as they call it, or in person job. And I'm really looking forward to it today. This is my in service week. So on this channel, I will end up switching to no VIP kid, no go go kid. But I am teaching out school part time and regular school. Plus, I have kids. And I just wanted to share this story. Some of my online friends that I get together with online behind the scenes. Um, we live in kind of different places, like all over the country, all over the world. I've interviewed Joanne, who lives in Ecuador, and Tim, who lives in Thailand now. And it's been great to get to know them and stuff. And sometimes, though, we want to get together. With VIP Kid, they had a conference every year, and we could do, yeah, I never got to go last year. In 2020, we were supposed to go Atlanta, and it was supposed to be epic, and we didn't get to go. But seeing these teachers in person is just so exciting. Let's see. I saw Meredith. I met Meredith in person when I went to Atlanta for my daughter's birthday wedding. Let me think. Other than that, I don't think I've met any of my online friends in person, which is a real bummer. But sometimes we talk behind the scenes. We have like a collaboration uh, group that we chit chat with and stuff like that. Well, just to let you know, this morning I had one VIP kid class and it canceled. So that means I get paid for it and I get to talk to you instead. Anyway, I went down to Virginia a few weeks ago, and I really wanted to see my friend Mary. Mary is one of my friends that I've met in. We've been on some collaborations together. She also sells Pampered Chef. And so we've talked behind the scenes, and I really would have loved to have met her, but I was going to be going down to Virginia and she was going to be coming up to Canada around the same time. So we figured, well, it's not going to work out. So we didn't really set anything up. But as we're going down, I think it was about 5 hours from our destination. We decided to go off the highway and we wanted to eat. And we drove into a Chick-fil-A and they were just doing takeout only. We're like, no, we want to go in and eat. So we drove out of Chick-fil-A and drove into this plaza that had Red Robin, which we have those up here and we really like it. And they had Cracker Barrel. And we decided we were going to go to Red Robin because my kids love hamburgers. So as I was driving, there was a four-way stop sign, and I'm driving this way, and I saw this car coming this way and going straight in front of me. And I told my kids, I'm like, that's Mary, that's Mary, that's my friend Mary from online. And they thought I was crazy because I was like freaking out. And it's so funny because my kids always do this to me. Like they'll see a car and they'll be like, that's so and so. And it's just a car that looks like their car. It's not really them. But I was so sure it was her. And I was just like freaking out. So I sent her a message right away and she didn't respond right away. And so I was like, oh, and I wish I had acted on it. I wish I had had the nerve to go check out and follow that car, because after we ate, we're on the road for about 20 minutes. I get a message from Mary and she's like, where were you? And I said, I was at Wilkes-Barre at the Red Robin. And she's like, oh my goodness, I went to the Cracker Barrel. So we figured out that it really was her. And it was such an unbelievable thing. So I guess the moral of the story is if your intuition is telling you something, just act on it. Like, it would have been weird if I had followed her and it wasn't her, but it would have been awesome if I could have just given her a hug. So that was my experience a few weeks ago. It was just so weird. I wish so much that I could have met her. And Mary, I hope that you're watching this and hello. Sorry I missed you. And it happens, I guess. But if you ever get to see your VIP Kid Teacher friends in person, that is just amazing. I hope that we can set something up at some point and just say, hey, let's all meet at this one place and just have a good time. Because just because VIP Kid is shutting us out doesn't mean we can't have a meetup, right? So I also wanted to share with you that I am studying the Constitution. And I want to share with you this wonderful speaker. If you're interested in, refreshing on the Constitution, what it means, the history of it, and everything, I am totally recommending this woman, Chris Ann Hall. And I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you her, just some information about her. And she has a course. This is Chris Ann Hall, and she's amazing. This is her webpage, and you can see here that she has a movie called Non-Compliant. She also has a YouTube channel, which she does like daily. She also has Liberty First Society, and she does travel around the world, country. She travels around the country, but she also has online, she has a Liberty University. And I would recommend that you would watch the Non-Compliant movie. And then I would recommend that you check out the Liberty First University. It's Liberty First. It's not the Christian school called Liberty University. It's Liberty First University. And she does teach in person, but she also teaches, like, has videos online. And she also has amazing, like, a workbook that you can print out and you can fill in the blanks and you can listen along. So what I did was I paid one price for the whole year, and you can learn everything on the website. And if you want to sign up for another year, you can do that. She has different payment plans that you can do, but it just kind of gives you for me, I have studied the Constitution before. I've learned American history before, but when it comes right down to it, to defend the Constitution, you really need to know it well. And so that's what I'm trying to do, is just know it well. And if you go into the Constitution, you realize it is not about what political party that you're in. It's about just knowing our founding principles, which protect everyone. Okay, so it's not going to just protect me and what I believe, it's going to protect everyone. And that's what makes our country so amazing, is that we can disagree on things, but we are protected by the Constitution in many ways. And so I would just love it if you would check it out. If you check it out, please post below and let me know. And there's a lot of things you can learn from her that cost no money. You can watch all of her videos, you can watch her movie, and there's a lot of things that you can do for free. But I decided I'm going to pay the one-time price. I think it was $150, and that's going to be for the whole year. That way you can kind of go back and forth and you can review it. You can listen to it more than once. You can listen to it while you're doing laundry. You can listen to it while you're driving. That's what I'm planning to do, because I'm going to school. And so I can just set it up so that I can listen to it while I'm driving in the car. Plus, I have kids, and I want my kids to know the Constitution. I want them to be able to stand up for what this country was founded upon. And if you disagree with me on anything that I put on my channel, I am totally willing to talk about it. I think that's what makes our country great. And that's what we It's been hard this last year and a half because we have been, we've been secluded, we've been sent home, and then we've also been kind of, um, certain things are not allowed to be on the public airwaves and things like that. But I think that we need to work on dialogue with each other and talking to each other about things, even if we disagree, because that's what makes our country great, is that we can talk about it. If we can't put everything on the table and then think for ourselves, that's called critical thinking. And if you take that away from us and take that away from our children, we have lost our freedom, lost our liberty, lost what Americans basically stand for. So that's what I'm doing right now is I'm doing my Liberty First University. When I first started with VIP Kid, I listened to all the videos. Like I enjoyed learning everything I could about ESL. And when I went to out school, I learned a lot about teaching virtually using Zoom and all of those things. And at this point, I'm really working on trying to make a difference in my community. And I feel like I'm going to be more prepared if I know the Constitution well. And then I can teach others, I can teach others what it says. I can have a conversation and I can not to argue with people, but to point out, what our freedoms are and how they came into being. I learned yesterday that our Constitution was not just written by Thomas Jefferson, it was a culmination of 700 years of history, and not just in America, but all over the world. And so it's just amazing what you can learn and when you put yourself into it. And so I have had friends that say, okay, we were told to learn the Constitution. How do I go about doing that? You can read it, you can study every single word in the Constitution, but it's also good to know the history around it and what led up to that actual writing. It wasn't just, oh, let's get together, talk about it, and then write a constitution. It was using everything that they had learned in history up to that point, which is very interesting. And I must say, there's some really amazing women in history as well. I learned about a lady named Penelope Barker, and I have a niece who has a daughter named Penelope, and she's just a little baby right now. But I was like, did you know that she is an American hero? So now, it's a little bit of a different type of a name. They call her Penny, but now she knows that her name is an American hero. So I think that's pretty awesome. And so there's a lot of things that we can learn from history. And, not all of them are peaches and cream. There are some negative parts of our American history as well. And we do have to face those. It's hard sometimes when you have a picture of, we have a Christian nation, everything's, been glorious, but we know that's not true. But, as they say, we need to study history. We need to learn what people have done in the past. It helps us to appreciate what we have. And it also helps us to learn from the mistakes of others so we don't have to make those same mistakes. So that's my talk for today. And I am going to go ahead and get ready for school. And I look forward to continuing with this channel. And it will take a little bit of a different look to it, I guess, because my life is changing. But I've really enjoyed this way of communicating. And I hope that you continue to check out my channel and see what kind of content that I'm able to put in. I plan to talk to teachers. And I feel like the teachers I've met from VIP Kid and online are some of the most amazing people that I believe exist. Teachers are awesome. They just work so hard and they care so much. And I think that you have a lot to offer to this world, and not just online, but even in your personal community and around the people around you. So I hope you use your talents and help those around you. And let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you checked out Chris Ann Hall's website, and let me know what you're doing as you change from different things in your life as things change for us online. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.